live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Texas Rangers going up against the New York Yankees. John Shelby alongside Chris Singleton. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And our pitcher in this game, Carlos Rodon. Going to be hard to top his last start, Singy.
Yeah, Bogey put on a clinic his last time out. Strikeouts just seemed like every other hitter was walking back to this one.
All right, ready to get underway. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers.
Number 36, Wyatt Langford.
And with that, we're underway in the Bronx. That one finds the zone. That's strike two. Got him swinging. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Sam Haggerty.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs into the plate. You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
Here in the Bronx, just getting settled into this one. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Good job to fight that one off. The 0-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Two outs, base is empty. So next to hit for Texas, Brandon Nimmo. He swings and fouls one off. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're dialed into the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Towing the slab in today's game, Jacob DeGrom. Singy, he's got a chance to do something pretty special here.
Well, he's been sitting on 99 career wins. I think he's got it in him for 100 today. Excited to be in the chair and watch him work.
Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees.
The right fielder,
You always have to worry about the fastball when facing DeGrom, Boog. I mean, it's an electric pitch for him, and he's usually pumping it in at about 100 miles per hour, which makes him one of the hardest throwing pitchers in the league.
And there's one down. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Aaron Judge.
We are watching one of the greatest hitters that has ever lived. You're talking about a career OPS over 1,000. Think of the other names in the conversation with this guy. Rogers Hornsby, Lou Gehrig, Jimmy Fox, Ted Williams, Babe Ruth. Just amazing.
And first offering is fouled off. This one popped up. 2 away now.
Batting third, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton with a homer in his last game. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And that gives Jazz Chisholm Jr. a chance to hit with 2 out.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
In the air to left center. And that'll fall for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Stepping in, Ben Rice. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Oh.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners. Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Next pitch is outside. This one lifted in the air, left field. Langford under it. And that's the inning. Scoreless after 1. Back in New York. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Jake Berger stepping in for the Rangers. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A solo shot, and the Rangers take the lead. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
0-1.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Rodon, multi-time All-Star, 33 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder Sam Haggerty. Swung on, popped up left side.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And now the 0-1. Popped up. Volpe gets under it. And there are 2 outs.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So up next, Josh Smith.
just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a...
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Oh.
Got it. That's the third out. Rangers pick up a run here on the solo home run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. And we're back with all eyes on a potential sweep. Keep the brooms in the closet for now, though, Singy.
Well, they say the hardest game to win is the final one, and we can see why, Boog. The desperate team tends to come out swinging, and that's what we've seen today.
Ripped, but it curls foul. And the 0-1. Well struck, right field. That's down. One hops off the wall. And the bottom of the second starts with a double.
Everything came together for him. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. Well, there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
And now it's going to be Anthony Volpe. Volpe in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Man at second. Out towards right center field. Haggerty should have this one. And there's one down.
Batting in, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh.
Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, but if you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
Now there's a bullet down the line. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should score the run. Tying run is in to score from second. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
High fly ball out to center field. Haggerty has a beat on it. And there's two away.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Here's Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 1. This one smoked on its way out of here. Cody Bellinger blasts one out. Home run number 10 on the year. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 3-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting the tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
That's a laser base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Carrying well. Bounces off the wall as he makes a great grab.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Fastball for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Seager batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. Got him looking for the K. And he strikes out the side in the 3rd. Yankees 3 and the Rangers 1. Back for more from the Bronx as we go to the last of the 3rd. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 22.
Back in on a dive. There goes the runner. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And now here is Jason Dominguez. Fouls one off out of play back to our left.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers
on the ground. Over to Seager. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer.
1st and 3rd, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Base is empty after the double play. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
This one in the air center field. And that's the 3rd out. On to inning number 4. The Yankees 4 and the Rangers 1. And we're back with a series sweep very much in play, Siggy. Sizable lead, so keep those brooms handy.
A sweep can really send shockwaves through a clubhouse, Boob. One team surging forward, the other left searching for answers. Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. Going, gone. A solo shot. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they inch closer. It's 4-2. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Right through there for a strike. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Comebacker to the mound. Handles, throws the first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Number 6, Josh Young.
Here's Josh Young. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In the air, right field. 2 down.
Up next for the Rangers, the center fielder, Sam Haggerty.
Whoa.
Swings through that high fastball.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command in both locations.
On the ground, right side, Rice. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Texas extends the lead with the solo shot. It's now 4-2. Back in the Bronx, bottom 4. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
McMahon wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and that one was indeed a strike. 1 challenge remaining for them now. Next offering is fouled back. 0-2 now.
There we go.
McMahon checks his swing. Appeal down to third. He did not go around.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Next offering is downstairs.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, J.C.
And stepping in for the Yankees, J.C. Escara. Fly to center his first time. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. That one fouled off. Way inside, gets out of the way. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ball 1.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Ball 2.
Well struck, right field, and gone! Another homer, his second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 5-2.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down. Here comes Aaron Judge.
No, that's a ball.
And the 1-0. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Play made, that ends the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 5-2. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Well, these Rangers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Up the middle, Volpe. Fires over to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Josh Smith.
Close,
That's
but
the ball.
called the ball. Ball 1.
And obviously, a lot of credit for all those chases and strikeouts goes to the pitching. It's been nasty, but you can bet this offense is trying to figure out some way to put up a better fight.
Smith goes 5 feet 9 inches, 28 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2019. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Jack Peterson. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that is out of play. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss. Yankees up by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Rangers. They trail at 5-2. Cole Winn gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Leading off for the Yankees, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Swings and misses. 1 down.
Number 13, second baseman, Jacob DeGrom.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
1 out, runner at second. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Swinging a ground ball. Base hit into center field. Jazz on his horse coming around 3rd. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Well done. Drives in the run. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's 2 away.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. High fly ball, right field. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. Now a 6-2 ball game. Back in the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers.
Wyatt Langford.
To the right side, Rice. He takes it on his own. 1 pitch and 1 out.
The batter, number 5, shortstop Corey Seager.
Foul ball there.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Stays alive. The Rangers down by 4, and we're the top half of the 6th. On the ground to Jazz. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
The Rangers, the right fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. He's already homered in this game. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And that is that. Rangers go down quickly there. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Back at Yankee Stadium, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one carrying out of here. Ryan McMahon leaves the yard. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they add a run. It's 7-2.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
In the air, right field. Nimmo gets under it, and there's one away.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, Cody.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
That one fouled off. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. There's a swing and a drive. Out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add to their lead.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Cole Winn done for the day. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Michel Otañez gets the call from the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Stanton in the box now. No balls and a strike. Smoked on the ground a second. Throws to first in time. That's out number 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was here at new Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Well, it's been a fun game for fans who love homers. These teams are teeing off, as we can see from the spray chart.
Yes. days like this get pitchers questioning their life choices, Boog. Any fan who goes for a bathroom break is at risk of missing another dinger.
Now on the bump, Ryan Weathers.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters. I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot. In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fights it off, he'll see another.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Popped up left side. McMahon moving under it. And there's one down.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Ball.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
The center fielder.
Two out, space is empty.
Haggerty.
Sam Haggerty, the next to hit.
Ball one. Huh.
Way out front for strike two. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two down, nobody on. The 1-2. And they'll do it again. Got him. Out number 3. And the Rangers set down in order. And it's still 8-2. Back in the Bronx, the spray chart shows us an impressive power display from this lineup. 4 homers so far.
And Boog, it's been a fun time in the right field bleachers with all those balls heading out that direction. Seems like a good day to be a lefty slugger.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center, raging back towards the wall. Just missed it.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there and got a little help from the wind, just not enough.
Big swing and a miss. That's off the inside corner. Ball 2. Oh, and that liner got him. And they get the out after the ricochet. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Michel Otonez won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for the
Carter Baumler on the pitch out of the pen here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the center fielder, Jason Dominguez. 1 for 3. Check swing called strike. That is strike 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Yankees. They lead at 8-2. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher for the Yankees, Jake Bird.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual look.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Going back on this one. To the warning track, makes the catch.
the batter, number 3, designated hitter, John.
And now Jack Peterson, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next to the Rangers, the left fielder, Wyatt Langford.
Next offer in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Boyle's a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. The Yankees up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. It's the Yankees 8 and the Rangers 2. Back at Yankee Stadium, onto the bottom of the 8th. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Yankees, the third base. Brian McMahon.
Gets him to chase after that one. One away.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, J.C.
One out man at first. So up next for New York, J.C. Escarra. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. That's towards center. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger up to hit, and a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance. At least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. His 4th home run of the game. And they add on. Singing he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game, they're just so rare, they're so special, and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just...
Oh, nice stop on a slide. And very nicely done for the out. 2-run blast for the Yankees this inning. Last chance coming up here for the Rangers. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, David Bednar.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone. Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Up the middle, Volpe. Over to first. Out. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Up next to the Rangers, the right fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Up.
1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. What a stop to first, and they get the out.
Up next to the Rangers, the first baseman, number 21, Jake Burger.
So it's their last chance in this one. Jake Burger stepping in for the Rangers. He's already homered here in this one. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.